he was the Gong Master in those days. And I think he was close to 90 when he passed away. So this is a 60s tuning, and you can listen to it. I don't have, maybe I do, I don't think so, my tone meter here. But sitting in the center, where you're not supposed to hit it very hard, because this is the weakest spot in the gong. And this is the spot where there are no overtones, so it's more or less like this ray that comes out. And you'll see, once you get really addicted to gongs, what's going to happen is that you're going to automatically go, you get that almost like an urge inside just to hum to this tonic that's in here.
Just a little bit of overtone.
A little overtone, because I hit it off center a little bit.
Well, you hear the beats.
Yeah. Well, you know how old this gong is. It's got to be 40 years old or so. So even though the gongs will last 25,000 years, sometimes they change their tune over the years, like we do. We get older and more mature. So this is this. Now here's the overtones coming around it. And I'll use Rudy's gong just to show you a couple of strokes, okay? That you really, it's very natural to do. You want to keep your arm flexible, and, so that you're very graceful with this. And this is called a slur. Not a very nice name, but it's like skipping across the surface of a lake. Chinese characters from the workshop. Okay, good. This is Tai. This is Loe. This is like heaven. This is like earth. This is happiness. And this is, it has arrived. So it's the return of a person's happiness. Also, you can think about it as what is sound healing really? Well, it's healing through spiritualization. In other words, bringing life force to the event and then letting that life force mix with the person's life force and regenerating that person. So this is a big regenerating force that comes out of here. Cosmic Om, it's just the motor of the universe and the motor in the DNA of ourselves. So it's common. So this is Tai Loe. You can just use these two, connecting heaven on earth, and play until the cows come home, just back and forth like that. this stroke that I'm doing is also called Tai. So this is T-A-I. It's Mandarin Chinese. And this is T-I-E. I'm tying one hit to another hit. So you've learned two strokes here that will come naturally to you intuitively anyway. But it's good to learn about it beforehand. You got slur, and then you have tying. What's the most famous one in the orchestra? Da-da-da-da, da-da-da-da. That's kind of like a tie. You could even take your favorite affirmation or mantra and da-da-da-da and tie it into the beat. So which means that this is the world's first solid-state instrument. It not only produces primal music like drums and instruments like the shofar or the conch shell, but it's also an electronic space too. It combines both of that. The music of the spheres is more like heavenly space music, isn't it? Because it's out in space. But that space is also, when you become microscopically small, the same space exists in the cells of the body. So we call this akasha, or the common element that's from the very small to the very large.